What's up KL 2017. Assalamualaikum, selamat sejahtera. Saya Asriza.
Upacara pembukaan Tamasya Sukan SEA yang ke-29 ataupun KL 2017. Anda akan bersama kami dalam rangkuman aksi Sukan SEA yang sebenarnya sudah berlangsung sejak 14 Ogos lalu.
Ya, betul teman, dan 11 sukan telah pun dipertandingkan dan Malaysia unggul berada di kedudukan teratas dengan 7 pingat emas. Tahniah buat kontijen negara.
Ya, untuk pengetahuan anda semua, WhatsApp KL 2017
Facebook Harian Metro, Berita Harian Online dan juga NST yang sentiasa menyokong, memberi semangat kepada atlet-atlet dan juga kontijen negara sehingga hari ini.
Ya, Zal, sudah pasti. Kita sekarang ni mungkin ada yang juga sedang berada di pekarangan ataupun dalam Stadium Nasional Bukit Jalil sendiri.
Ya, betul.
Sedang mengikuti upacara pembukaan Tamasya Sukan SEA. Saya difahamkan cuaca ketika ini masih hujan dan sedikit mendung, tapi tak mematahkan
Rumah adalah pada 16 tahun yang lalu, pada tahun 2001, yang mana kita menjadi juara keseluruhan pada ketika itu.
Alright Zal, tanpa kita berlengah lagi, ayo kita terus melintas langsung mengikuti upacara pembukaan Tamasya Sukan SEA ke-2017 ataupun KL 2017 di Stadium Nasional Bukit Jalil. Ayo kita saksikan.
Malaysia termasuklah tumpuan bendera 11 negara bertanding dalam Sukan Asia Tenggara ini. Dengan dipanggil ketika itu Southeast Asian Peninsula Games yang siap, tapi seterusnya bermula pada tahun 1977 dengan kemasukan negara seperti Indonesia dan Filipina. 1977 juga di Malaysia, satu milestone.
Sementara kita menikmati persembahan yang sedang dipertontonkan kepada penonton-penonton kita di Stadium Nasional Bukit Jalil ini ialah tentang tema yang kita pilih ataupun kata-kata semangat yang kita pilih untuk membangkitkan semangat penyokong-penyokong Malaysia, iaitu bangkit bersama. Itu apa yang dapat anda fahamkan melalui kata-kata bangkit bersama itu, Kang?
Sesungguhnya menjadi misi dan visi seluruh warga Asia Tenggara. Kalau sebagai platform yang penting sekarang ini, kebelakangan ini, terutamanya sekali untuk memberikan dorongan, cuba mencetuskan inspirasi kepada golongan generasi muda di kalangan anak-anak muda rantau Asia Tenggara ini. Agak serumpun, itulah tema bangkit bersama yang cuba ingin diterapkan kepada seluruh negara Asia Tenggara ini. Walaupun
of Kuala Lumpur and through Putrajaya. And there's the name is an abbreviation of the game's core values, namely respect, integrity, move, attitude and unity.
Presenting Rima.
Rimo is described as being gracious, friendly, competitive and an athletic athlete. He's doing pretty well there, centre stage.
Presenting Rima, the official mascot for the 29th Southeast Asian Games. Rima stands for respect, integrity, move, attitude and unity.
Ladies and gentlemen, parade of all of the athletes about to take part in the 29th SEA Games. The athletes will appear in alphabetical order, with Malaysia bringing up the rear. For this event, they've been rehearsing over the last few months.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brunei Darussalam, with a contingent size of 171 athletes. Leading them, Chef de Mission, Pangeran Anak Muhammad Sofyan, Pangeran Anak Ibrahim, with its flag bearer, Muhammad Adi Salihin bin Roslan Wushu.
Selamat datang,
Brunei leaving the
Darussalam.
athletes into the stadium. Hosted the games back in 1999, and they'll be looking to improve on 2015, where they had 1 silver and 6 bronze, making a total of 7 medals. Traditionally, the sporting minnows are one of the sporting minnows. Medals are hard to come by for Brunei, so they enjoy it particularly when they do so. They are the first contingent to make their way across the pathway into Kuala Lumpur. Very smart they look too.
Cambodia, with a contingent strength of 160 athletes, led by Chef de Mission.
They are penciled in to be the hosts in 2023, and they did a little bit better than Brunei last time around. 1 gold medal, 5 silver and 9 bronze, but they'll be looking to grow on that and really build the excitement towards 2023 when they host the SEA Games. Quite right, as hosts you are expected to do well. It's only a smallest contingent, 162 competitors, but it's a very youthful population in Cambodia, and they will indeed be building towards 2023. A little word about the flag bearer. He is a Patang world champion, Sok Chan Nyan, the only current Cambodian world champion in any discipline.
Indonesia, with a contingent size of 855 athletes, led by Chef de Mission Azra Shamsuddin. Flag bearer, Siman Sugatawa, swimming.
Indonesia hosted the games for the first time in 1979, and there were just 18 events in those. And 74 bronze.
Upacara, Indonesia, they too are building towards hosting the 2018 Asian Games, and they will be using this, or their athletes will be using this as an opportunity to see how they can fare on the bigger stage. The SEA Games is, as you say, they were 5th last time. They were hoping to take their medal tally, or their gold medal tally, beyond 80 on this occasion, with the Asian Games next year very much in mind. They're already trialing out some of the events and some of the venues for the Asian Games.
Lao PDR with a Archery 2013 SEA Games gold medalist.
Lao hosted the games in 2009. Again, they've not won a gold medal in 2015. They did get 25 bronze and 4 silver, so 29 medals in total. And I got a feeling, Des, they're going to do a little bit better this time. I think they might be up around the 40 mark.
Again, it's a case where Lao is an emerging population, a young population sport, taking an ever-increasing part in daily life and in establishing yourself on the international stage. 2009 was their opportunity to really make a mark on the sport. SEA Games. Their flag bearer is their last gold medalist at the SEA Games. He won gold in archery in the 2013 Kamut Bakpong.
Myanmar, with a contingent size of 200 athletes. Gold medalist.
Myanmar, as you mentioned, yes, they hosted the games 2013, and hosting it saw them have a really wonderful games. They were 2nd on the medal tally there. They dropped to 7th in 2015 with 12 gold, 26 silver and 31 bronze, as opposed to 84 gold when they were the host in 2013.
Yeah, that shows exactly what hosting does for a nation. They built a brand new sporting complex down in Naypyidaw. Beautiful sporting facility. Many of the football matches are played down in the capital. There are 4 big SEA Games, which is something there's an awful lot of talk about here at Bukit Jalil. They revamped Bukit Jalil for Malaysia with the hope that it will continue to have a sporting legacy, including the hockey stadium, which has also been revamped, and the Axiati Arena, which has been revamped as the indoor arena. The legacy Myanmar left is a lesson for the rest of the ASEAN hosts of the SEA Games.
Philippines, with a contingent strength of 300 athletes, led by Chef de Mission, A. Cynthia Carrion Norton. The 2016 Olympian.
Well, the Philippines were one of the nations that expanded in the SEA Games in 1977, along with Brunei and Indonesia. They're penciled in to be the next hosts in 2019. and they came in 6th on the medal tally in 2015 with 29 gold, 36 silver, 66 bronze, a total of 131 medals.
Again. Looking for their athletes to see how they can do on the big stage, because there's pressure when you're away from home, when you go onto home territory, as they will do in 2 years' time. Pressure doubles. Maybe their football team have started this SEA Games well. They had a victory in their opening match. They do have Olympians in Taekwondo. It's a Taekwondo competition which gets underway.
Singapore, with a contingent strength of 350 athletes, led by its chef de mission, Milan Kui, Singapore NOC Exco member, President, Singapore Taekwondo medalist in 2 Asian Championships. And the flag bearer is Jasmine Sir, shooting air rifle, a 2-time Olympian.
Welcome!
With 259, they were picked at the top because they didn't win as many gold as Thailand, but they won 84 gold, 73 silver and 102 bronze, and they're going to have to be at their best to match that performance here in Kuala Lumpur.
To reduce contingent of 350 athletes to suggest that they won't be able to match that. Again, it's always hosting these events which add a little bit of emphasis, but they're going to introduce Joseph Schooling to us. He is a world-renowned Olympian, a gold medal. Table tennis is where we will be looking most closely, as well as at the swimming pool, to see if Singapore can pick up gold.
Thailand, with a contingent size of 450 athletes, led by chef de mission, Thana Chai Prasit, Thai NOC treasure, with its flag bearer, Ponchai Kao Kyu, Sepak Takraw, 7-time SEA Games gold medalist, and 4-time
59, and they're looking to host the Asian Games again in 2025. That is to be confirmed though, but it is penciled in at the moment. They were top of the medal tally in 2015, 247 medals, 95 gold, 83 silver and 69 bronze.
450 athletes, and I'm delighted to see Ponchai Kratcho get the honour of the flag bearer. He is one of the greatest agility that Pornchai shows, and for the last decade and a half he has been the man to beat. He's now approaching retirement age, doesn't quite get the same number of starts in the Thai Regu, but he has been rewarded for a wonderful career. You take this fella anywhere else in the world and he would be a superstar. He is a superstar in Thailand. I'm delighted to see that he's got the chance to showcase on a bigger stage just how much he is respected.
And Sepak Takraw debuted at the 1965 Malaysia being at the SEA Games has really lifted the profile of the sport, Des.
Indeed it has. SEA Games is one of the more treasured gold medals. Already Thailand in the men's regu have taken gold, and we're also going to see quadrant in Sepak Takraw for the first time in this SEA Games. And these will be shown throughout our channels on Astro Arena 804, 805, and also Astro Go. We have got 4 unique channels. It's a unique broadcast coverage that we're football team also looking after to defend their goal.
Timor-Leste of 35 athletes, led by Chef de Mission Vicente da Silva, Timor-Leste NOC Exco member, and its flag bearer, Liliana da Costa, Athletics.
Timor-Leste coming in there behind Thailand, and they are actually the equal small 2015, 1 silver, 1 bronze, and they'll be looking to try and get that ever-elusive gold here in Kuala Lumpur.
It is great to see Timor-Leste on the athletic stage.
Vietnam, with a contingent size of 300 athletes, led by Chef de Mission Tran Duc Pan, Deputy Director of General Department of Sports and Physical Training, with flag bearer Wu Tan An, fencing Olympian.
Well, Vietnam first hosting is such a wonderful place to visit. They came 3rd on the medal table in 2015, 186 medals for Vietnam, 60 bronze, 53 silver and 73 gold.
Vietnam are always there or thereabouts in the medal tally of any SEA Games, and the size of their contingent suggests with over 300 athletes here that they are going to be chasing the medal table or the medal leaders once again.
Vietnam have been consistently 3rd on the medal table. They were 3rd in 2011, they were 3rd in 2013. Can they go up the ladder, get into one of those top 2 spots here in Kuala Lumpur?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Mission, Datuk Marina Chin, Asian Games and SEA Games multiple gold medalist, with flag bearers, 3 world champions. Azizul Hasni Awam, cycling Kirin, Rio Olympics bronze medalist and world champion, John
Malaysia, the hosts, coming into the stadium to a massive roar. The 6th time they've hosted the SEA Games. Finished 4th on the medal table. That was one place up from 2013 when Singapore hosted in 2015. They won 186 medals. 62 of those were gold, 58 were silver, and 66 were bronze. And you feel
to Malaysia. The chef de mission is 119 gold medals. It's a huge target to aim for. They've already got some underway, and in diving we saw, and cycling and SEA, they have got existing reigning world champions. There is a huge amount of expectation for an 888 sized squad of athletes. 119.
To meet that goal.
Flag bearers Azul Azni Awang thrilled Malaysia by winning the Kirin in Cycling World Championship. Just last month, Cheng Jun Hong won diving's world champion. She's also a Rio Olympian. Algie Ferry is the existing SEA world champion, just to show it's not just the traditional sports of tackle, hockey and football that are dominant in Malaysian sport. Sport. It is a nation that loves to past the Bukit Jalil.
Just looking at those statistics, I have to say that that target may not be that unrealistic, because Singapore in 2013 won 35 gold. As hosts, they won 84. If we look at Myanmar in 2011.
Truly, a nation expects. Malaysian contingent will split into two. All of the athletes will go and have a place in the grandstands, which is unusual for opening ceremonies. It's to allow the show, which will celebrate diversity and it will celebrate unity, to take place on the revamped Bukit Jalil arena. These lads and lasses are enjoying the atmosphere. Competition.
Well, indeed. Good to see such a relaxed atmosphere coming into the stadium. So often these can become a little bit too formal and the tension can build up in the athletes' minds. This is a wonderful scene, and the athletes just looking really pleased to be a part of such a special event.
It is a special the atmosphere and the expectation in the city and in the rest of the country for Malaysia to succeed. Sport, as ever, will be a wonderful showcase just to show you the best of a nation.
And it's great to see some of the different sports that you mentioned, like sepak takraw, being showcased at an event like this and getting that TV coverage where it might be able to lift it to another level on the international stage.
Many new venues are being developed inside this sports school venue. There's a new National Aquatic Centre. Bukit Jalil, as we said, has been completely revamped, as has the Putro Indoor Stadium and the National Hockey Stadium, all in this sports complex. It also looks after the National Lawn Bowl Centre of Bukit Kiara Sports Complex and the Juara Stadium. And there's a revamped Mava Stadium for basketball, a revamped squash centre, the The Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre will host the billiards, judo, karate, pencak silat, taekwondo and wushu, and Muay Thai. Around Selangor and Kuala Lumpur are going to be hosting football, volleyball, tennis, patang, and the takraw, which has seen full houses at the Titiwangsa Stadium. So it's not just the athletes that are getting a revamp and expectations, the whole sporting infrastructure has get a boost from the 2017 season.
Could that mean we see Malaysia bid for an Olympic Games, Des, down the track?
Commonwealth Games is a possibility, definitely.
Well, everyone.
Still the Malaysian athletes coming on, 888.
Have you been counting?
There's one missing. Rimau will no doubt go and get any stragglers.
There is Rimau getting into the whole vibe of the Southeast Asian Games here in Kuala Lumpur.
Also the same designer company for the torch and the baton. They are beautiful, they're lovely weighty medals. I've been fortunate enough to hold on to one, and they are unique in the way they've been created, manufactured and designed.
I believe they're made up of a bit of pewter and also wood as well.
The stage is being cleared for what will be the opening ceremony. The London Olympics, in fact, opening ceremonies, the worldwide, like in Singapore. There's an awful lot of meaning and thought put behind these events. So the 320 flags welcome the 11 nations for the 29th Southeast Asia Games, the SEA Games. We are delighted to welcome to Kuala Lumpur and Bukit Jalil Myanmar, Indonesia, the Philippines, Laos, and of course the hosts, Malaysia. A big contingent of athletes, 888, but many Malaysian flags, and great enthusiasm ahead of the opening show.
Tercipta sudah bandingan dada, tak berbeza tiada. kebangsaan untuk negaraku. Bersama semua satu suara, sambutlah tamasya kebanggaan kita. Bersama impian ku harapkan moga terlaksana. Walau apa rintangan ditertangi jua, genggaman juara lembaran. Kesungguhan dan keyakinan yang membawa suara, sambutlah tamasya kebanggaan kita. Berbeza tiada antara kita, bangkit bersama. Moga terlaksana. Lembaran sejarah di hatiku, hanya kamu juara aku.
Leading the flags are Malaysian football legends from the 1980 Malaysian Olympic football team. Dato' James Wong, known as King James. Dato' Syukur Saleh, known as Mr. Cool. Dato' Santok Singh, the Kereta Kebal. Memory and Sportswomen of the Year. Carrying in the Federation flag, Charlene Zulkifli, 5-time Sportswoman of the Year. M. Ramachandran, 1993 Sportsman of the Year. Nur Huda Abdullah, 22-time SEA Games gold medalist. Dato' Radwan Pip, Abdul Rashid Siddiq, 4-time Sportsman of the Year. Dato' Zaitun Othman, the Bionic Woman, 1982 Sportswoman of the Year. Jeffrey Ong, 8-time SEA Games gold medalist, 1988 Sportsman of the Year. Carrying in the edition flag, G. Elaine Teo, 2004 Sportswoman of the Year.
Nur Herman Majid, 6-time SEA Games gold medalist, Sportsman of the Year 1994. Nur Sham Yun, National Coach of the Year 2015. R. Jagannathan, the National Coach of the Year 2014. Chu Yin Hua, National Coach of
And as the Federation flag is brought in by some legends of Malaysian sport, we bid our farewell to Ashley Morrison. Thank you very much for the historical input. And we introduce a man who played football internationally for Malaysia, will be part of our commentary team for the 2017 SEA Games, Stanley Bernard Samuel. Stanley, it must be a great privilege for you to actually watch the heroes of your youth and the inspiration of
89 team. Then of course previously Santok side which they did not play in the Olympics but they did qualify in 1980 and also 1972. So for me it's an absolute privilege to see them host it and watch these legends come to the pitch, but most notably is the appreciation that whoever suggested that they should be on the pitch because of what they've done, how much they've been for the servant as a sportsman to the country. So that's a
your classmates. And again, the Bukit Jalil Sports School, like sports schools across the ASEAN region, has got a very important role in developing young athletes.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that you see most of them who coming from my batch, personally my friends, my former classmates, still competing at this level, it shows that the school has done a good job over the past decade. And of course, we want more sports school initiated by the state FAs themselves.
Flags will now be raised by representatives of the Malaysian Navy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage President, Olympic Council of Malaysia, Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Tan Sri Imran Tuanku Jaafar.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, majlis dengan segala hormatnya
to know him personally,
mempersilakan
very
Presiden Majlis Olimpik Malaysia Yang Amat
and
Mulia
a very
Tunku
passionate man, I
Tan
must
Sri
say.
Imran Tuanku Jaafar untuk
Your Royal Highnesses, Honourable Prime Minister, and with all protocols observed, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As President of the Southeast Asian Games Federation, I welcome every one of you to this opening ceremony of the 29th SEA Games. In particular, I would like to humbly thank His Majesty, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong of Malaysia, for his gracious presence on this auspicious occasion. I hope Your Majesty will find time to witness the performances of some of our fine athletes from the 11 countries of Southeast Asia. This is the 6th time that with the last time in 2001, also in KL. My appreciation goes to my colleagues in the SEA Games Federation, coming from all of the national Olympic committees. Thank you for your support and cooperation. On behalf of the Federation, I would like to single out the chairman of the Malaysian SEA Games Organizing Committee, or as we call it, MASOC, Brigadier General Khairi Jamaluddin. Who, as you know, is also the Minister of Youth and Sport, and also, of course, to his hard-working team for producing what I am sure and their supporting entourage. I extend my best wishes to all of you and hope that you achieve your dreams and objectives in the spirit of togetherness, friendship, and sportsmanship. And also to the many officials, workers, volunteers, I wish you every success in your tasks. I wish you all an enjoyable and pleasant experience at these, the 29th SEA Games in Kuala Lumpur.
Tunku Inram is an enthusiastic proponent of sport in Malaysia. Quite rightly, he praised Khairi Jamaluddin for his efforts, but Tunku Inram himself really is a man who pushes the
bersedia. 我们准备好了。
Saya bersedia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite the Minister of Youth and Sports, Malaysia, and Chairman of the Malaysian Organising Committee, Hairi Jamaluddin.
One day will be remembered that we lead it in a sports way.
Hairi Jamaluddin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam negaraku. Ngadap patut bagi pihak hadirin sekalian merafak sembah dan menjunjung setinggi-tinggi kasih ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Tuanku di atas limpah berkenan untuk berangkat mencemar duli hadir dan menyerikan majlis pembukaan rasmi Sukan SEA ke-29 pada malam yang berbahagia ini. Atas kecaknaan tuanku terhadap sukan negara yang jelas terjelma dengan keberangkatan tuanku pada malam ini. Patik-patik sekalian berdoa semoga tuanku terus berada dalam keadaan sehat sejahtera untuk bertakhta sebagai payung negara demi kesejahteraan serta kemakmuran negara Malaysia. Yang amat berhormat Datuk Seri Muhammad Najib Tun Abdul Razak, Prime Minister of Malaysia. Dan yang amat bahagia Datuk Seri Rosmah Mansor. Yang amat berhormat Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia. For the 29th Southeast Asia Games. For those of us gathered here tonight and the millions watching at home, we all believe in the power of sport to unite, to inspire, and to bring the very best out of us. It is for this very reason that the SEA Games has been such an important part some of our countries came together to forge a shared future. They believe that we will be stronger as a region, together, as one. Their dream has withstood the test of time and unfolding of history. 50 years later, this region stands as a true community, peaceful and prosperous. The foundation of our shared past, present and future, I believe, comes not merely to compete, but to celebrate this Southeast Asian community of ours. Through the games, we create excitement, we forge memories, and we leave a legacy of friendship and sportsmanship. And we have all come a long way. Our countries are not only fast developing, but we now have Olympic and world champions. because this is where it all began. That is why the theme for the 29th SEA Games is Rising Together. From the first ever baton run that traversed the length and breadth of Southeast Asia, visiting all our capital cities, to our hopes for a green games that leaves behind a sustainable legacy. Higher and stronger, and the confidence of building brighter days ahead for our community in fulfilling the dreams of our forefathers, that the whole of Southeast Asia is greater than the sum of our parts. Please enjoy your stay in Malaysia, and let us all compete with the dignity and honor that these games deserve. Tuan-tuan, puan-puan, rakyat Malaysia sekalian, 60 tahun dahulu, lahirlah merdeka dan bersatu. 6 tahun kemudian, harapan itu bercambah menjadi impian yang lebih besar dengan tertubuhnya Malaysia. Impian besar untuk mencorakkan satu masa depan yang aman dan sejahtera untuk rakyat berbilang kaum, agama dan latar belakang merentasi Laut Cina Selatan. Hari ini, impian itu satu kenyataan. Dan antara detik-detik penyatuan yang menjadikan impian sehingga terlupa segala perbezaan yang ada. Apabila kita menyokong wira-wirawati negara, kita tak tanya apakah bangsa mereka. Apabila kita memberi sorakan semangat untuk para atlet, baik di dalam stadium atau di mana jua, tenggelam segala perbezaan. Yang timbul hanya persamaan. Persamaan yang terbit daripada kesatuan hati yang ikhlas. Berlaku setiap kali kita menjadi tuan rumah Sukan SEA, yang saya sendiri ingat pada tahun 1989 dan 2001. Biarlah Sukan SEA ini sekali lagi menjadi medan yang menyatukan kita, di mana 30 juta tangan bersama menggapai impian dan bintang demi memberi sokongan kepada kontingen Malaysia dan meraihkan destiny kita sebagai sebuah negara yang Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Penyembah kasih, ampun tuanku.
An inspirational speech by Kari Jamaluddin.
Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Tan Sri Imran Tuanku Jaafar will now invite His Majesty Sri Paduka
Muncak acara, titah ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda yang
indeed
Agung
it was inspirational, just trying to say how Malaysia was formed and say it's a very peaceful and prosperous country, and it's been also getting better in sports.
Untuk menghadap memohon perkenan ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku menzahirkan titah perasmian. Menjunjung kasih Tuanku.
Dengan lafaz suci Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So the games are declared open. And And now, Stanley, it's over to the athletes like yourselves.
Well, the positive things about any sports, whether it's Commonwealth, Olympics or the SEA Games, even before the opening ceremony, we've already seen gold medals, so that gives us a bit of what to talk, and we've seen
Ladies and
how
gentlemen,
good the turnout has. Asian Games so far has been absolutely brilliant, I must say.
Assistant Secretary
So the semi-finals and the finals have been good, and we will be watching more of that come to the end of the SEA Games.
Senator Datuk Megat Zulkarnain bin Tan Sri Omar Din.
May we have all athletes and officials stand and join us in taking the oath.
Para hadirin sekalian,
And of course, it is all about the athletes. All the infrastructure, all the good that it does, Kuala Lumpur, it's the athletes who have to perform.
Senator Datuk Megat Zulkarnain bin Tan Sri Omar Din, penolong setiausaha persilat dan naib Presiden Majlis Olimpik Malaysia. Atlet dan pegawai diminta berdiri dan bersama-sama melafazkan ikrar.
In the name of all the competitors, I promise that we shall take part in the 29th committing ourselves to the sport without doping and drugs in the true spirit of sportsmanship for the glory of the sport and the honor of our teams.
Noraj Singh for the athletes.
Well, an Olympian, and that's really good to see. He leads the way going into the SEA Games for the Malaysian side and also for the South.
That we shall officiate in these 29 Southeast Asian Games with complete impartiality, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern by them, in the true spirit of sportsmanship.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we please give a round of applause to Noraj Singh and Yang Berhormat Senator Datuk Megat Zulkarnain.
Well, indeed. To see Raj Singh sitting on top there, two-time gold medalist, defending the high jump in 2013, 2015, and now he will be competing in the 2017 SEA Games as well.
So we've met the athletes. We've had the oaths. Now Kita Serumpan. As this show begins, we say our farewell to Stanley Bernard Samuel with all of our thanks and introduce another of the commentary team to you, Paul Dempsey. Split into 4 parts, this cultural showcase. Cultural showcase will start with provenance, move through to similarities in diversity. Together we are stronger, and a nation built on inclusion. All as the first segment of our show begins, the Orang Asal represents the early inhabitants of the land. And the fireflies, which you can see in Kuala Selangor, all part of Malaysia.
To be here, and the overwhelming sense I have is of a moment of significance, of provenance for this nation at this time. And as it's not by any means the first occasion that Malaysia has hosted the Southeast Asian Games, I'm sure for many people watching on, it will be seen as a moment to mark how far this nation has come over the last 30 years.
Racket or a raft continues to celebrate Malaysia's geography as rivers part of the country's natural gems. Malaysia, of course, is known for its commerce. The tribes being represented in this include the Slipper drummers, the Angklung players, the Orang Ulu and the Ibom warriors, and the Bidayu people. Every participating country is also going to be represented
Des, I always think watching these ceremonies that it has to be seen as a unifying force, not only across a society, but within families, because within family groups, it helps to define to the younger members of any family by looking back into a nation's past, but making it relevant to the young people who watch on. And they may need the kind of explanation that you are providing so well, but also within their own family, watching at home. It does have that powerful force, I've always thought. A great soundtrack helps any production, and this is a great soundtrack.
It's echoing around the arena as well. I hope it's coming through to you live, wherever you are watching this opening ceremony for the SEA Games. Tribes of ASEAN being represented on the stage, which is beautifully lit. An awful lot of work has gone into this performance. Parting. Maritime nation is Malaysia. All elements of the history being represented
may just add one observation as a visitor to your wonderful country. It's fabulous to see so many natural smiles among the performers. Nothing forced about it.
Well, they say Thailand is the land of smiles. Malaysia certainly able. And this is the sound of the Serenai, a wind instrument from the Mihang Society.
Rembulan dan bintang di rumpun yang sama di jalur gemilang bercahaya. Seirama satu padu, semoga berjaya.
Datuk Nasir is our Penglipa Lara, or our storyteller, talking about the similar way. Kalanduks and peacocks signifying two of the three major demographics in Malaysia. And the Chinese drummers will accompany them. Kalanduks being symbols of they, and they're going to be joined by the Randai dancers to represent our similarities with Indonesia. Malay drums, Katak dancers, performing cultural Indian dance, followed by fan dancers representing cultural Chinese dancing. Sayang singers sing about harmony.
Certainly a unifying effect in the stadium here. Very often one of the great trade-offs in designing shows of this magnitude is the need to satisfy the watching public on television with the excitement and the spectacle as it imposes itself on what is a huge crowd.
Marilah kita terus maju
tua kita. Maju di dalam suasana damai. Alam apa sorak.
Betul tu nya, kita orang mau jinceng. Orang Melayu kata.
Banjo dance, which is originated by Portuguese colonists of Malacca, is known to have enriched Malay culture. Appearing on the stage to put together this celebration. Now the rings moving in opposite directions. The LED dragons symbolizing another member of the three demographics. Their dominance and auspicious power. Together, we are stronger. This segment will emphasize the importance of strength and endurance, especially when feel to it, Paul.
Certainly a wonderful showcase for so many aspects of life here in Malaysia that I'm learning about with your help. But again, they're engaging the crowd in the stadium as much as I think they're doing that to everybody watching on from further afield. And that's very important. The performers get that energy back from the crowd here in the stadium. That got an even bigger roar, didn't it?
Yelly Dragons make their third section of Together We Are Stronger towards a thunderous for the finale. All the acts are brought back together onto the field of play, along with the ASEAN representatives.
Musical design of this show, as well as the obvious artistic design. Fantastic.
Silver, Bunga. Here's I'm feeling more Malaysian by the day.
It is all about inclusion, and anybody who's got a part to play in any of this show should be proud.
Returns, different costumes, all dancing to the same tune. Differences and similarities on full display. Steve Mycroft says, putting on a wonderful show, and he's not joking. Great show.
The potential of a country, and I think in this respect what this show is doing is showing to the wider world the potential that Malaysia possesses. Nowhere's perfect, and we know that there are problems, but this sends out such a positive message.
Here, at the edge of the morning, the shadows are fading and I see the light. We're just like a river, tradition runs deep and the future's unclear. As the whole world is watching, voices are singing, does anyone hear? Than I've ever been. At the end of the journey, I look behind me, and what will I see?
Providence brings us to the end of the journey. A showcase of diversity that is Malaysia in 4 parts. Providence, similarities in diversity. Together we are stronger.
Right out to the open seas. From one to another, and another to one. It's there for all to hear. The spirit of this land that sings to us every night. Of a dawn that will soon begin.
Torch journey that has
And now,
traversed the
ladies
nation.
and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let us welcome the torch that is borne by champions, past, present, and future.
The torch relay will continue.
Ten-pin bowling. Carrying the torch is Kenny Ang, 1998 Commonwealth Games double gold medalist.
As the torch comes into the stadium, before we light the cauldron, great to see the athletes, old and new, legend and current, getting their moments in the spotlight.
And if I may add to that, Des, as the preceding film demonstrated how well they have got the message out across the country, it's not just about Kuala Lumpur, and as we know, several of the events taking place further away than the city centre of this stadium area, as well as the novelty here of the athletes being accommodated.
Bowling and cycling represented on the torch relay. Fatima Muhammad Shah, World Cup bronze medalist.
Hockey. Dato Mirnawan Nawawi, 4-time SEA Games gold medalist. Muhammad Faisal Shari, Asian Games silver medalist. Hanis Nadia Han, Asia's most promising player 2016.
Again, legends, old and new, Manawan, probably the most famous hockey player of the nation, Faisal Shari.
Triple jump. Khairul Hafiz Jantan, national record holder in 100 and 200 meters sprint. Kentana Ramasamy, World Junior Championship qualifier in triple jump.
Again, the old and the new is the theme. Zaki, one of the legends, the new emerging group. He's just
Silver medalist, mixed doubles, Olympics 2016. Go Jin Wei, 2015 World Junior Champion.
Jin Wei, the 16-year-old junior champion, continuing a long line of famous Malaysian badminton athletes. Mazif Sidek leading the way.
Brian Nixon Lomas, 5-time SEA Games gold medalist, is now passing it to reigning diving champion, Pandalela Rino. Pandalela. Rising young star, Lord Dabita Sabri. Dabita won the bronze medal in the women's synchronized 10-meter platform final at Glasgow 2014. She's also a two-time SEA Games gold medalist.
Dabita, Pandelella and Brian Nixon. We approach the lighting of the cauldron. Of Malaysia are represented in the Rukun Negara, the 5 pledges that form the pillars of the country. The gold serving to honour Malaysia's monarch and also a nod to the highest awards of the Games. The weave motif signifying strength and unity, and the symbolism of all the athletes and officials rising together as one. Also a nod to the heritage of traditional crafts Malaysia share.
Science field now.
Dabita rising, astronaut-like. Honour for this young athlete. Of Malaysian diving. Kuala Lumpur 2017 is up and running. Welcome ASEAN to Bukit Jalil. We welcome ASEAN to Malaysia. We are rising together in the name of sport.
And as you mentioned, I have seen quite a few of these at this stage, Des. In Rio, as an example, no one was surprised that the show was high quality and lived up to the hype. After all, they get to practice every year at carnival time, don't they? The home of Samba. In London at 2012 in the Olympic Games, there was scepticism beforehand, frankly. We don't do that kind of thing. But they were brave enough to look into Britain's own past, draw the parallels from
What a welcome
404 events for 38 sports over the next 12 days. And we would like to wish the very best to all our athletes.
Terima kasih Malaysia. Sukan SEA ke-29
site MCs
kini
Yasmin Yusof
bermula.
and Raymond Go. Good job.
404
Well done.
acara melalui 38 jenis sukan bakal dipertandingkan untuk 12 hari yang akan datang
And to the
ini.
designers of the
Kami
set
ingin mengucapkan
and the opening
selamat
ceremony.
maju jaya kepada
Terrific
semua.
job. As the Army Band march onto centre stage, this ceremony will conclude with the Negaraku, the national anthem of Malaysia. And we hope you will join us for our coverage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for Malaysia's national anthem, Negaraku.
Hadirin sekalian dipersilakan berdiri bagi nyanyian lagu kebangsaan Malaysia, Negaraku.
Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the departure of His Majesty, Sri
Duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Muhammad ke-5.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us and good night.
Para hadirin sekalian, terima kasih kerana telah bersama dengan kami dan selamat malam. Let the games begin.
Indeed, let the games begin. And tomorrow we begin our coverage in earnest. Do follow us here at the 2017 SEA Games, coming to you from Kuala Lumpur.
Ya, anda bersama kami lagi di dalam rancangan WhatsApp KL 2017. Ya, itu tadi selesainya upacara pembukaan secara rasmi Sukan SEA ke-29 Kuala Lumpur 2017 yang gilang gemilang dihujani dan dipenuhi dengan
besar mengambil bahagian dengan 1,234 atlet, pembabitan pegawai selepas Thailand yang hadir dengan kekuatan 1,260 atlet dan pegawai. So kita boleh kalau kita tengok tadi apa yang berlaku di upacara pembukaan Sukan Tamasya Sukan SEA ke-29 ataupun Kuala Lumpur 2017, pelbagai intisari program yang telah dilaksanakan oleh penganjur dan apa yang menarik sekali warna-warna
yang membawa bendera juga terdiri daripada atlet-atlet yang mengambil bahagian dalam Sukan SEA ke-29 di Kuala Lumpur ini, iaitu Azizul Hasni Awang dan juga Muhammad Al-Jufri tak silap saya. Ya, Pocket Rocketman. Dan kita boleh lihat dekat situ bahawa mereka juga adalah antara atlet-atlet yang mempunyai potensi untuk menyumbang pingat emas kepada kontijen negara.
InsyaAllah kita doakan yang terbaik untuk kontijen Malaysia juga. Tapi apa yang mana rumpun Malaysia itu terdiri daripada kaum-kaum di Malaysia.
Saya sangat teruja dengan persembahan-persembahan yang melambangkan etnik, budaya dan bangsa untuk negara kita dan sekaligus memberikan semangat kepada kita untuk menyambut hari kemerdekaan yang akan bakal tiba tidak lama lagi. Ya, betul.
Kalau kita boleh singkapkan sedikit mengikut informasi yang kita terima, sebanyak 40,000 piksel tablet yang digunakan sepanjang upacara pembukaan Tamasya Sukan SEA. Apa yang berlaku di Stadium Bukit Jalil tadi.
Ya, dan jika kita dapat lihat juga yang persembahan Tamasya sebentar tadi, perasmian sebentar tadi, kita dapat lihat satu gimmick perhargaan juga kepada atlet-atlet negara yang sebelum ini pernah mengharumkan nama negara terutamanya dalam bidang sukan, dan kita dapat lihat Datuk Satuk Singh, Marina Chin dan Shalin Zulkifli, Kenny Ang dan ramai lagi, dan itu satu
Malaysia setakat ini telah pun mengumpul, kalau kita boleh singkap semula apa yang telah kita gapai selama ini semenjak berlangsungnya Tamasya Sukan 14 Ogos lalu. Baiklah, Malaysia setakat ini telah
Malaysia ini setakat ini sudah mengumpul 7 pingat emas dan 4 perak, 5 gangsa selepas 5 hari acara Sukan SEA 2017 bermula. Dan
kita saksikan. Baik, emas pertama diraih di gelanggang Chinlon di Stadium TT Wangsa Kuala Lumpur pada 16 Ogos lalu menerusi acara linking. Kita kali pertama menyertai acara ini pada Sukan SEA yang ke-2013 di Myanmar, dan ternyata usaha keras atlet negara terbayar selepas menghadiahkan emas kepada negara.
Skuad negara meneruskan rentak cemerlang melalui pasukan memanah Lip. Juwaidi juga sebelum itu meraihkan pingat perak dalam acara individu kompaun lelaki.
Okey, emas kedua negara terhasil di lapang sasa menerusi gandingan Fatin Nur Fatihah Mat Saleh, Nurul Shazra, Muhammad Asmi dan Sarita Chamnong dalam acara kompan berpasukan wanita. Fatin Nur Fatihah sebenarnya menebus kekecewaan gagal mempertahankan emas acara individu dan terpaksa berpuas hati dengan
Ahmad Saleh Meneruskan mempamerkan aksi cemerlang apabila menghadiahkan emas ke 7 negara. Mereka menang acara kompaun berpasukan campuran dengan menumpaskan pasangan dari Myanmar dengan kiraan mata 152-142.
Pernah beraksi sebagai penari ballet, memberi kelebihan kepada Gan Hua Wei untuk mengejutkan perenang pilihan Singapura, jiran kita. Dia menghadiahkan pingat emas pertama negara dalam acara renang berirama di pusat akuatik
pusingan penuh mencabar. Dua perenang kebangsaan Kevin Yip Sun Choi dan Heidi Gan menuai 2 pingat emas bagi acara renang 10 km perairan terbuka lelaki dan wanita. Yip yang gigih menjalani latihan sejak setahun lepas menamatkan perlumbaan di Kompleks Sukan SEA Putrajaya dengan catatan masa 2 jam 3 minit 18 saat. Sementara itu, bagi Heidi yang kurang sihat, dia tetap berjaya meninggalkan lawannya dan pemenang pingat perak Lim Japon Sunatrom dari Thailand. Dia melakukan catatan
Okey, sekarang kita paparkan kedudukan pingat semasa setakat 19 Ogos, okey, Tamasya Sukan SEA ke-29 ataupun Kuala Lumpur 2017. Setakat ini kita lihat kontingen negara ataupun negara puteri Malaysia masih menduduki carta pertama. Tangga pertama dengan kumpulan pingat emas 7 dan perak 4 dan gangsa 5 keseluruhan pingat 16.
Diikuti dengan dan pingat.
Ya, tak jauh daripada Singapura kita lihat Rezal, Thailand menduduki yang kata ketiga dengan pingat emas yang sama iaitu 3, perak 3, namun gangsa hanya 1 dan seterusnya meletakkan tangga ketiga dengan kumpulan pingat sebanyak 7.
Dan kita dapat lihat di situ Timor Leste masih lagi belum mempunyai sebarang pingat dan
kita mengharapkan kejayaan sama atau lebih baik daripada edisi yang ke-2001 iaitu penganjuran terakhir di mana Malaysia menjadi tuan rumah suatu ketika dulu dengan mampu dicapai selepas kita muncul juara keseluruhan sebanyak 111 pingat emas sekaligus meletakkan kita juara keseluruhan pada Tamasya Sukan pada tahun berkenaan. Dan untuk Tamasya ini juga Menteri Belia dan Sukan YB Khairi Jamaluddin tahun lalu.
Ya, betul Loman. Dan pada Ahad iaitu 20 Ogos 2017 17 acara akan dipertandingkan dengan jumlah 21 emas menjadi rebutan. Melalui acara wushu akan menawarkan paling banyak emas iaitu 5 yang akan berlangsung di Pusat Convention Kuala Lumpur. Bagi acara pingpong yang baru membuka gelanggang esok akan menawarkan 3 emas, 2 emas untuk direbut dalam acara tamping bowling yang juga baru memulakan saingan, 2 emas di kolam renang menerusi acara renang berirama. Dan satu lagi polo air juga menawarkan 1 pingat dan 2 emas ada 2 emas untuk direbut je Man. Dan kita ada satu lagi final di bola jaring yang menawarkan 1 lagi pingat emas dan rugby 7 sebelah juga menawarkan 2 emas bagi kategori lelaki dan wanita.
Yep. Okey, kita doakan ketujuan negara akan terus melakar ataupun membawa pulang pingat emas Malaysia, negaraku. Ayuh rakyat Malaysia, teruskan menyokong atlet kita di Kuala Lumpur 2017 dengan hadir ke venue acara yang dipertandingkan. Tiket masih boleh dibeli secara dalam talian di www.kualalumpur2017.com.my.
Ataupun anda boleh terus ke venue acara pilihan dan anda beli di kios yang disediakan di venue-venue laporan langsung dari semasa ke semasa akan dibawakan oleh wartawan kami di setiap venue acara yang akan dipertandingkan. Sekian saja, jumpa lagi. Saya Asriza Aris
dan saya Luqman Arif Abdul Karim daripada Balai Berita Jalan Riau. Assalamualaikum.